Just excited to pitch. I don't really feel the need to talk about what I'm back to being where I was in 2017. Back to being extremely strong. I'm about to not have to worry about my shoulder. I'm about to back to being able to do whatever I can do whenever I want to do it on the mound. So I'm excited for this year. No one's more excited than me, and I can't wait to compete.
What was the most frustrating aspect of Vladdy for you?
I mean, like I said, I take the ball and go out there every fifth day, no matter what. But to put into words, sometimes going out there with one pitch, with how I felt, I can't put into words how good it feels this year. I have no worries. I have no problems. I have nothing to worry about body-wise going out on the mound. It's just free and easy now, and I'm very excited for it. There was times last year where I probably shouldn't have even been out there, but I love competing so much that I want to be out there every fifth day regardless. So like I said, this year it's not even remotely close to where I was last year, and I'm excited to dominate.
At what point in the off season did it start to feel like it was all coming back?
Oh, I got after it right after the day after season. So there was no off season. I've been here all off season. It took a few trips, just kind of get my head right. But I've been in here working with Nicky Huffman pretty much the day after season. I've been training, so I'm back to where I was. I think it was just a matter of I took too much time off. Previously, I threw a lot of innings those previous 2 years, between 200 innings back-to-back years as well as the WBC. And I thought it was just, I put an emphasis on everyone collectively kind of thought it was a time when we should kind of just take a step back because of how much load that I have. I've realized that I'm not someone who does well with taking time off. So I've kind of learned myself over these past few years, and I'm in a position now where, like I said, I don't think I should run into something like that ever again.
So did you actually start throwing earlier this season?
Much earlier, yeah, much earlier. Well, I've always done it in the past. I've always been an earlier throw, but last year, I didn't start throwing until mid-January. I've always normally have thrown early December. Like, pretty much don't put a ball down. Even when I'm in the weight room, like, I'm still going through my progression. So I know my body really well now, and I know what I need to make sure I'm good each year, and it's just a matter of sticking to it now. That was a trial and run year where I kind of wanted to take more time off, and it ended up working against me.
Marcus, when you said there were times last year that you shouldn't have been out there, was that the shoulder, or did you have some other things going on too?
I just shouldn't have been out there. Like I said, I'm never getting the details. Like I like being out there, but there are probably points where I should have took time to get my body right and not put an emphasis on competing and kind of just took a back step. But like I said, there's no one who wants to compete more than me, and I only get to play once every 5 days. So I want to be out there on the mound every opportunity I get. And like I said, it was just a trial and run last year. I kind of learned how my body works and how it should work, and like I said, I'm excited to know that going in the future.
So are you saying the shoulder was never right all last year?
It wasn't right. My shoulder wasn't right. But I mean, it wasn't right. It was a battle, like I said. I'd have to go out there and try at 110% sometimes to just be where I normally would be at like 80, 85%. I'm back to that easy, like holding my balance, fluidity, like everything's just coming out extremely easy. So I'm excited for the future. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm capable of. I can't wait.
Marcus, with a young team and a changing team, do you like the idea of being a leader of this group?
I love the idea of being a leader. To be honest with you, I think if you ask any of the guys, I think they would tell you I'm a leader, regardless of whether it be how I go about my work ethic, whether it be any guy in that clubhouse knows that they can come up to me for anything, on the field or off the field. They know I got them. Every single person knows that. I think it's a little weird coming to the clubhouse, me having Jose Bautista's original locker when he used to be the veteran, so I think it's different. I think it's pretty sad that the game's losing the ability to put these veteran presences in clubhouse, because I don't think that people understand how valuable having those guys in the game are. I would have never been the pitcher I am today if I didn't have the likes of Mark Burley, Detroit Hawkins, Casey Jansen, Josh Donaldson, Troy Tulowitzki, Jose Bautista, Edwin Encarnacion, Melky Cabrera. I came up with unbelievable guys who have been in this game established for years. I cannot tell you how much I've learned from those guys. Without those guys' knowledge that they spewed to me, sitting in the cage, sitting on the field, day in, day out, I wouldn't be the pitcher I am today. So I think I love that the team's young, but I do think there needs to be a balance, because I think there's a great way for these young guys to learn from the veterans who have been doing this year after year after year. Like I said, I have no problem being that guy. I love it. But should I honestly be that guy in the clubhouse? I would love to be that guy. But like I said, I grew up with guys. I used to go to Mark Burley if I had a question, Detroit Hawkins if I had a question. And I want these guys that are young now to have that same feel. I want them to be able to, like I said, I'm still kind of just trying to get to establish myself. You know what I mean? I would never consider myself a veteran. I still feel like I'm working. I still feel like I'm climbing. I'm nowhere near where I think I'm going to be. So I think we do have to put more of an emphasis in this game on keeping these guys, not only do they perform on the field, their mentals, I can't tell you how much they've done for me. So I would like to see that, the ability to have the young guys, but sprinkle in some guys who are going to help the younger guys perform on the day-to-day,
Right.
guys that the younger guys can go to ask them questions like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Because I used to do that all the time. I used to pick these guys' brains in and out. So, I mean, I tweeted it yesterday, like a guy like Carlos Gomez. I think he's an unbelievable clubhouse guy, and so does everybody in the league. Regardless of what you say, his tactics on and out. If you ask any manager, any player about Carlos Gomez, they will say he's the most unbelievable person in the clubhouse. Everybody. Montoyo as well, Charlie. So I think it's just a importance to put an emphasis on trying to get these guys back in the clubhouse as well, because I think that's extremely important to be successful on a team. You need those guys here. You need them.
You said you're nowhere near where you can be. What is your ceiling?
High. Like, I'm not near. Like, I know my work ethic. I know what I'm capable of. I haven't put it all together for a few years yet, and I know I'm going to put it together. So I'm okay. I'm okay with everyone saying, hey, Stro, you had a bad year. Like, I'm over here laughing, I promise you, because I know going forward what it's going to be. And wherever that's going to be, I know that I'm going to dominate, and I know how my stuff plays in this game, and nobody works like me. So I'm happy, and I'm content with where I'm at.
You've been a big game pitcher
Yes,
since
sir.
you've been here, and possibility is that there will not be that many big games this season. How do you juxtapose the two things, where you want to be and where this team's likely to be?
I compete regardless. So that's the idea, is to try and break through to the young guys that, hey, regardless of what we're going to at any point in the season, we're going to go out there and compete every single pitch, which is kind of the talks I've been having with everyone. Every pitch, we can't take a pitch off. We can't take an inning off. We can't take a batter off. For us to go out there and beat the Yankees and the Red Sox on a consistent basis, we're going to have to bring it every single day. That's just the reality.
But the guys you just mentioned in Lott, Edwin, and Jose, and all,
Yeah.
they're superstars.
Absolutely.
They're so far until Vladdy shows up and arrives.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April 12th at the Green Bay.
Hopefully March 20, what is it, 8th?
That's not gonna happen.
Would you like to see him in the opening day lineup?
Would you like to see him in the opening day lineup?
I would say
Would
yes,
everybody
yeah.
in here like to see him in the opening day lineup?
I would say yeah.
I'm a pitcher. I would love to see my guy hitting homers every inning. I mean, yes. And like I said, we're a young team, so we need to perform. And I know everybody a part of this team that we have here now is doing everything that they can in their power to go out there and perform. So I hope everybody in this organization is doing the same. I hope they're putting us on the field with the best team possible to go out there and compete against the Yankees and the Red Sox on a consistent basis. Mentally, I could care less who's in the box. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to perform, and I'm going to dominate, and I'm going to keep this same mentality throughout. And I'm trying to preach that to the young guys. But like I said, they don't have the Bautistas and the Edwins and the LaTroy Hawkins to go to. So now I'm trying to balance between building and being that guy as well as being that veteran voice too.
Marcus, there were a lot of trade rumors this winter. How did you deal with those, and do you expect to hear more of them going forward?
I'm sure. Like, honestly, I promise y'all, like, I'm in a great place mentally. Like, the trade rumors, it's a business. It is what it is. I could care less. I'm at a point in my career where there's going to be trade rumors. I can tell you one thing. There's no one that embodies or loves pitching for the city of Toronto or the country of Canada more than me. Nor will you ever find that. No one. I can promise you that. That's raw passion, emotion, that's real. I go back to the city of Toronto and country of Canada all the time in the off season because I want to see people, because I enjoy the culture. You can't teach that. That's something that's ingrained in me that I love. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on that.